to be here tonight, especially with the three ladies going in. I've known Cheryl for like 100 years. Glad to be here. And then A and D, you know, I played with them for 15 plus years, I think. So we've all been together for a really long time. So it's a real honor to be here for you girls. How we met? A and I met basically because of Dr. Claudine Cheryl in college. She was there working on her PhD, and she asked me to come to present to her class. And she also told me there was a girl in the class that might be interested in playing wheelchair basketball. So I spoke with the class, and afterwards, the class was all sitting down. Afterwards, Dr. Cheryl called this lady up to me. When she stood up, my first thought, I don't know if I've ever told you this, was where am I going to find a chair for ginormous? Because back in those days, there wasn't a lot of options for women, for chairs, for somebody that tall. And I was like, oh no. So we talked, and she was very interested, which was fabulous, but I had work to do. I had to try to find a chair. It didn't matter if she wanted to come out, we had to find something to put her in. So one of the girls on the team, her husband had retired, and that's what she started in her first year. And she played in that chair. It didn't fit her, but it didn't matter. She was something for her to sit in and push. So that's how she got started. But this was in 2000, and that date is important because 2003 she made her first international team. Obviously not in that chair, but for the fact that she was willing to work at the game and do what she needed to do to push herself to make those international teams. But, you know, we've had many times together on the playing floor, and we talked about this story. We were at a tournament, and there was a ball on the floor. I couldn't pick it up, so I rolled it over to her. She's a class 4. She should be able to pick up the ball. I'm a class 1. I was probably trying to keep somebody out. Well, she couldn't pick it up. She rolls it back to me. So here we are, rolling the ball back and forth. Neither one of us could pick it up. Although she says that that was just that one time. However, we all knew that if it went to the wrong side, because one hit didn't work out as good as the other, she couldn't pick up the ball anyway, unless it was bouncing. So she says it's that one time that it wasn't. Yeah, so she worked really hard to get to where she was, but she also had a lot of issues. We always said that A was issued up. One of the things is with the chair. She messed and fussed with her wheelchair for her entire playing career. So finally this one day, I have this bright idea that I'm gonna transfer up into her chair, strap myself in this thing, and see what she's complaining about. So I transfer up in this chair. I swore at that moment in time that this chair was not 21 inches from the floor. It was illegal. It must have been 3 feet. I've never set up that high in my entire life. I'm holding onto the frame, couldn't move, couldn't put my butt back. My feet don't even touch the foot plates. And I realized at that point in time that I am not going to be able to help her with this chair. So I transferred back down into Littleville, where I belong, and I looked at her and I said, take the chair to Performax. And so she did. A lot. Sorry, Willie. I gave it my best transfer. I did. I tried to help you out. Then she also had these other phobias with wildlife. I did. Even Bambi is an issue. Like a rogue Bambi. Have you ever seen a deer that's rogue? I mean, come on. And then there was, so I'm telling her, these animals, the squirrels are cool, they're not going to bother you. So we were at a tournament in Chicago. And there's this rogue psychotic squirrel that really happened and chased us out of our little spot. And I'm thinking, what are the odds that there was really one rogue squirrel? And of course, it's in Chicago, go figure. And also, we went to this tournament in Warm Springs. Now, if you've never played there before, it is backwoods, right? It's you get there, your phone didn't work, right? Because it is out there. And the gym is great. The facility is beautiful. The cabins are nice. But not her cup of tea at all. She needed a chaperone. She did not want to go anywhere without, and at night, if you would have took her outside and left her, she would have had a heart attack and died. She was just scared to death. You have to be with me. Do not leave me. Do not. So she had some of her strange, weird phobias. Offensively, stellar player. Money, could shoot the ball. She's underneath. That's our point. We always banked on the fact that she got in position. We've got 2 points. But we talked about some of the stuff that I would talk about today, and she kept just saying, we had fun. We had fun all the time. Everything we did was fun. And in the back of my head, I'm like, I wonder if she remembers the University of Alabama games when we couldn't even get the ball across half court. Could we get 10-second calls? And then finally, we get down there. I pass her the ball, and what does she do? I pass her the ball. I'm like, shoot. She passes it back to me. She's like, my arms are too tired. I'm like, what am I? And then, of course, the shot clock goes off. There's another turnover. Thanks for helping me. So then she leaves us. She goes to Chicago for her job. And she played with them because that was the right thing to do for her to join the women's team there and support them. Great. So that means that we have to play against her. Fabulous. So we travel up there, and here we are playing against her. I'm open for a wide open shot. Beautiful, beautiful look. I take the shot. I don't know where she came from, out of freaking nowhere. She blocks my shot. I don't know, defensively, if you've played with her, played against her, you're always worried that she's going to come from nowhere and block your shot. So she blocked my shot, and I'm chirping at her the entire time. I was so mad. I'm like, I'm your little buddy. I mean, I got you to the sport, and you blocked my shot? How rude. I was so mad. Obviously, I'm still chirping about it. It was just wrong. Just wrong. Anyway, like I said, she made her first U.S. team in 2003. She's been World Championships, Pan Ams, Paralympic athlete. She's an amazing athlete, but not just that, she's a beautiful person. An absolutely gem.
That's right.
She doesn't have any enemies. Everybody that she talks to just loves her. She smiles easy. She laughs with you. We've always had fun together. We've had the best time. We had, I think, the best team ever. We were a family. We really were. For those however many years that we had together. When she left Chicago after 4 years, she moved to North Carolina to take a teaching job as an associate professor there. And then since she didn't have a local women's team, she asked to come back and play with us. So she finished her season with the Dallas Lady Mavericks, and of course Darlene was there too, and we were all playing together, and so it was a real honor, a dear, dear friend. And boys, her 2 sons, I just want to let you know, you guys won the lottery of life, getting your parents. I mean, what an honor it would be for them to call her mom and Jeremy your dad. So I just hope you spend the rest of your lifetime loving them as much as we all love them. So it's my great honor to introduce to you my friend, Dr. Andrea Woodson Smith. When do I do the ring? I don't know. I'm trying to get rid of it. I think you can. Play with the ring?
Now you gotta show me the plate too.
All right, Andrea. I would like to. You're a Hall of Fame fan. Congratulations.